Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you will receive alerts when there are new episodes. Go get it.
That's what I tell them. I've been grinding for so long, I wake up and chase my goals. I go out and I go get it. How to code, that's all I know. I don't succeed, then I don't breathe. Success, what does it mean? If I conquer all my goals, then I'm living out my dream. Dig deep, go out and get it. Success Chronicles. Compete until it's finished. Success Chronicles. Go take care of your business. Success Chronicles. It's deeper than just winning. Success Chronicles.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Chip Baker coming to you with another episode of the Success Chronicles. And today we have Mr. Todd Caponi with us. He's the author of The Transparency Cell, speaker, trainer, and consultant, managing director of VentureSCALE. Great guy coming to us from Illinois, doing some great things. And I'm so thankful to have him on this episode of the Success Chronicles. So thank you so much.
Well, I cannot wait to talk about this today. I've seriously been really looking forward to it. So thanks for having me on.
Well, then 2 words. Let's go.
There you go.
Well, talk to us about your life story, if you don't mind, and track it till now.
Yeah, absolutely. So I love this question because you posed it as a prep for me, which is cool. And like the last 24 hours, I've been thinking about it. Like, what is my life story? And I think that, so my dad he's 97 years old. He's in a nursing home. I spent some time with him last night, and I kind of looked at him thinking about my life story, going, it's him, right? He was a sales leader, sales rep for 35 years for the same company, low risk, but hustled every day. He left for work at an hour commute, drove to work, came home, and he was a great father. But every night he had his papers spread out on the kitchen table. I swear the guy worked 15 hours a day to provide for us. But I always saw that as I love the idea of sales, and I know that I got to work hard to make things happen. And so that's my story. I graduated from Indiana University in Bloomington, and then got into sales right away. I was always okay at it, but I knew that my calling was leadership and coaching and working to make people better. Mm-hmm. And in 2003, I rolled the dice in a massive way and sold everything I had to buy a sales training company. And I tell that story now because it didn't go well. I didn't make a whole lot of money doing it. I had customers, but it just in no way got the momentum that I was hoping for. But that big risk, many people would say, oh, you failed at that. Well, that failure fed the rest of my career, which turned into a massive kind of a launching pad for sales leadership, and then now the book.
And you talked about, we were off air, we talked about, some of that, and you talked about failure, and you mentioned how, it could be looked at as failure, but really it's a big success, and each failure sets you up for your success.
Absolutely. Yeah. I almost, I think about this podcast that you do here. Imagine you launch a podcast like this where you interview people about what made them successful and nobody listens to it. Is that a failure? No, you just had the opportunity to speak to a bunch of people and learn from them and their successes. So that's the way that I looked at, not only the risk to take everything I had and go buy a sales training company, selling like old school cold calling techniques that if I sold today, I would be embarrassed. And then, fast forward to, talking a little bit about what I've been doing the last few years and kind of shutting off my role as a chief revenue officer of what Deloitte called the fastest growing company in the entire state of Illinois. To write a book sounds insane. But I knew that, like, hey, the downside is if nobody reads the book and it blows, I wrote a book. So, like, it's things like that I kind of look at risk as you're going to fail sometimes, but each one of those failures feed you. And then sometimes you're going to win. And when you win, that's what you're doing it for anyway. So either way you win.
Yeah, each one of those failures, they feed you.
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
that has to do a lot with the mindset too. And I'm gonna share with you, like, my first book that I wrote was called Growing Through Your Go Through. And it's really, none of us are immune from going through tough things. We're gonna, like you say, have some failures. But what we have to do is find the blessings and the lessons and learn from that. And really, when you have the mindset that you do that, it sets you on fire, right?
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
like when you see, oh,
Exactly.
okay, that's why. Well, let's go. Like, it sets you on fire.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's been, I run into people. There's a woman that worked for me once that we were just talking about, her life and where she wants to take it, and she just flat out said, "My biggest fear is failure."
Mm.
And I looked at her and I was just like, "Gosh, actually, my
it.
biggest fear is not failing. Like,
Yeah.
you've got to fail to get better at anything." It's like, and so I was really working on her to just push back that mindset, take some risks, fail a little. And while there might be some short-term valleys that come as a result of that, the upside, every failure turns into something awesome.
Amen. Well, what are 3 things you've accomplished in your life that you're proud of?
Well, I could give you the cheesy answer, which is, as a sales leader, my goal, the reason that I loved sales leadership, I was the SVP of sales 3 times. I helped take a company in ExactTarget on their sales leadership team through an IPO and then an eventual exit to Salesforce for a little under $3 billion. Like, there's lots of really cool things that happen, but what I'm most proud of is when I hear from people that worked for me 10 years ago saying, "Hey, Todd, I still use that thing that you taught me, and it's helped me be a better person, better leader, better sales rep. It helped fund the house I bought." Like, all those types of things that's the real reward. I mean, then that's kind of the cheesy answer. If I was going to be really honest about it, writing a book was a massive accomplishment. It was always a bucket list item for me that I always knew that I wanted to write a book. And I really didn't care whether or not it was going to be awesome or not. Obviously, I cared that I wanted it to be perfect, but I just wanted to write the book. And when that came out in December of 2018 here, I remember when the first box arrived at home, and you open it up and my kids are standing there next to me, and like, I'm crying and they're crying, and I'm just like, "Oh my gosh, it's real." Like, that was super cool. And then the other one, the third one is in 2006. I got to tell you this story because I think it says a lot about resilience. I had shut down my sales training company and gone back into the real world as just running operations for a tech company in the Valley. I was commuting back and forth. And so I was reporting to a head of sales. And about 18 months in, they fired that head of sales and called me and said, "Todd, you ready?" I'm like, "Ready? Holy crap, seriously?" And so I became the head of sales. And it was, again, I didn't know I was ready. I was nervous as all get out. I was the youngest, so my entire team was older than me. And so I took that job in October of 2017. January of 2019, I'm at Caesar's Palace for the American Business Awards, and I win the Worldwide VP of Sales of the Year award. Up on stage, the other finalists were like the head of sales for FedEx, and there's me, like the head of sales for this little company called Right Hemisphere, winning that award. And it's just like, all right, that failure, that was when I recognized that failure of building that sales training company was absolutely a success, because it was the impetus and the foundation to me getting to that point where I could turn around a tech company and be on stage at Caesar's Palace getting that award. So
that is so cool. Thank you for sharing that story, because I mean, it's everything. There's no thing wasted, nothing wasted.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
And so every experience gives you an opportunity to be better.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, let's hit on success.
Yes.
What is your definition of success?
I feel like success is when you wake up in the morning and you get to do what you're passionate about every single day. And so success isn't how much money you got in your wallet. Success isn't about your title or necessarily how other people view you. For me, it's literally waking up in the morning and jumping out of bed because I get to do what I'm passionate about every single day. Like that's, I find myself lucky to have gotten to that point. The other piece of that is to be able to do that with the balance of, I've got a 6 and an 8-year-old, I've got a 14-year-old stepdaughter, and I've been able to find the passion with the balance and being able to be there for my kids. And like I just right now, it's funny, and this may be a little off color, but my dad, again, 97 years old in the nursing home, looks at me and he's just like, Todd, you got the world by the balls right now. Like you got it, right? And that's kind of how I feel, is like I've got it kind of lined up. And right now I feel successful. And I don't want to relax on that point though.
No.
I know that success is fleeting.
That's it. Well, I want to say thank you for taking the time to interview with the Success Chronicles. If you don't mind sharing with the audience where they can go follow you and check you out and show you some love.
Oh, there you go.
And get the book.
Yeah. I think I wrote the book in a way that I wanted to read it. So it's fun. It's full of stories, but it talks about basically a non-obvious evolution that's going on in the world of selling. And it's called The Transparency Sale. You can find it wherever you buy books. I actually narrated the audio version myself. So the audible version is the sultry sounds of Todd Caponi lulling you to sleep reading the book. But you can follow me on LinkedIn or connect with me. Tell me that you heard me here on Chip's show. And I also have a blog at transparencysale.com if you want to sign up there. So that was awesome.
Well, good deal. Again, thank you so much for taking the time to interview with the Success Chronicles. Truly appreciate you sharing those hot nuggets.
Thanks, Chip. That was awesome.
Those hot nuggets with the audience. And so I wish you continued success. And thank you guys for taking the time to listen to this episode. We'll see you next time. God bless.
Go get it.